Okay, and we're at least getting somebody here.
Hey,
I'm waiting for more people to get the memo here. Okay, get over
so
here.
how's everything?
Well, anime got issues. I don't know what happened there, but we're gonna leave it alone. He's.
Yeah, I know Anime Night's been like this. He's been
It,
like busy and he
it
doesn't have too
happened.
much time. Yeah.
Right. So we're
Even though yesterday,
not gonna begrudge anything.
yesterday we had these stupid idiots who've been throwing no kings all over the
Oh God.
streets. And honestly, man, if I able to rent a bulldozer, I'll just go ram into
Yeah.
them.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, check, guys. No kings. We don't have a king. Good job. It worked.
Yeah.
Get over
True.
yourselves. Okay.
Yeah, there's no kings in America.
Yeah.
If they want to look for kings,
Guys,
go to Europe.
if he was acting like a king, you'd all be dead.
Yeah.
You'd be not in jail, dead. He'd round you up and execute you in public. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what a king would do in this situation because you're all fucking traitors.
Yeah.
So get over
And
yourselves.
the thing is, these people are uneducated. They don't know very well with American history.
What the hell's going on?
Huh?
They didn't find a king. He's not doing what I want. That's not a king. Okay. That's you being a brat. Okay.
Yeah. That's the point. And the thing is,
Oh.
if I ever see these protests again, I'm just gonna say, we have no king in America and bulldoze them. Because honestly, they're just paid protesters who want to try to get their votes. That's the point.
And the thing is, Trump himself put out there, hey, I checked. Thanks, guys. Snow King. Okay. Good job. We're doing it. We're doing it right.
Yeah, the point is, honestly, I don't know who made this thing up, like to believe there is a king in America. There is no king. The president is not equal to king.
Well, the idiots, Bernie Sanders talking about, we're doing that while he's flying up to one of his 5 houses. And protesting against the oligarchy. You are the oligarchy, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, if I ever meet him in person,
God.
If I meet him in person, to be honest, I'm gonna give Sanders a heart attack.
Yeah. Bernie, how many homeless and illegals have you taken into your mansions, huh? You got room.
Yeah.
You got plenty of room, Sparky. What are you doing?
Yeah, the thing is, taxing the rich, but yet you're the rich person to be taxed. I can say that.
Yeah.
And
you've noticed the rhetoric, it was the millionaires and the billionaires, but once he became a millionaire, it's just the billionaires now.
Well, for me, if I'm that rich, do I want to blame my own class? No. Yeah. I just gotta say this, look.
Vermont tolerates him for the most part because he's from Brooklyn, okay?
And the thing is, if we don't want any taxes, here's one thing for sure. It's like, my idea is reduce the bloat. Instead of blaming on the millionaires and all this stuff.
And part of that bloat is Bernie Sanders.
Yeah. Like, find out what caused what was like a waste of money.
When he ran for the House, he was as a socialist. That's how he was elected.
Yeah, that's true.
Good Lord. All right.
But yeah. So you gotta play some Fortnite?
Eventually. I think this time we'd actually try a straight, regular stream. I think just
regular stream, yeah.
So
if Rosetta want to join in, no problem.
I mean, I got a card game, but Rosetta's already said she's not up for it tonight anyway herself.
Yeah.
So
and I'm not sure if any of our friends are joining in.
I don't know. I got the link in the group chat. So
yeah,
we'll find out what happens.
But
we'll think about something that busted out when Andy Weir, writer of The Martian and the current big hit Project Hail Mary, revealed when he was doing an interview with Critical Drinker that he pitched a Star Trek show.
Whoa.
A while back, he pitched. He wanted to do a Star Trek, and Alex Kurtzman was one of the execs. They were doing it too, and of course, Alex couldn't go along with that. He was said he's a very nice guy, but didn't do it. It's like, Alex, you moron. This is the kind of writer Roddenberry would have killed people to get on staff. Okay, he wanted seasoned science fiction writers to give the show credibility. He sought out people like Ted Sturgeon and Robert Bloch and Harlan Ellison was the first one to sign up to do an episode. When all he had to show was the 2 pilot films at Tricon in '66. And Harlan was one of them. Yes, this is what we've been after. A grown-up show that it's something besides, smart-ass kids and stupid robots. So this can be adult entertainment, proper, grown up, mature entertainment, and not something for the kids.
Yeah, that's true. And honestly, I don't get why. I don't know why the parents are not being responsible for their kids. Like they think, oh, they blame the company, they blame the producers, but yet,
Well, it's like they don't know what the hell, because Kurtzman, he's a very nice guy. Maybe in a meeting, but he's a petty little shit who, is also apparently a terminal TDS sufferer because
yeah,
everything.
as much I'm getting tired of the TDS people. To be honest, look, they need to just stop being obsessed with him. That's the thing.
Trying to do the Star Trek things as a platform to rail against the evils of Orange Man, and putting every platform you can get a hold of, and he listed them all, Black Lives Matter and everything else, like.
Yeah,
and the argument, Star Trek's always been political. On occasion,
well, the thing
they would touch on some issues, and mainly in the form of larger morality plays, not the politics of the day.
Yeah,
when they touched upon war, it wasn't specifically even battle, Private Little War. That was the closest they got to actually talking about Vietnam. But even then, it was a larger context of the morality and of doing this. And it wasn't about, because they got to beat back the communists. No, it's like we have to do it this way in order to preserve both sides, maintain the balance of power thing.
Yeah.
We can't give ourselves, we can't pull out, but we can't give one side, we can't exactly arm South Vietnam with nukes. Because what's that going to happen? The Russians will give North, and well, again, we wouldn't survive, to travel space. We'd kill each other off. And that's another thing. Like everyone on that staff, from Roddenberry on down to the janitor, would have been against that war. But what do you have? You have Captain Kirk arguing in favor of engagement.
Yeah. So I'm going to tell you one thing for sure, that people need to stop being obsessed with the Orange Man. Because honestly, I'm getting sick of people say, "Oh, they blame the Orange Man for everything," and their supporters. Like, and the thing is, here's the thing is, I don't trust between the left or the right, but the only thing is, I just am beware about what's in the middle of the enemy.
I would think it's like, the economy's in shambles, and it wasn't under Biden. You want to look at the hard numbers?
Yeah.
Again, some of us who are old enough to remember the 70s, it was a repeat. Okay.
Yeah. And they want to repeat the same.
Oh my God, gas has gone up 40 cents. It was up $3 under Biden, you fucking morons.
Yeah. And
do you have any memories? Are you goldfish?
Yeah, and how stupid it is. It was gas like $5 and it's $3.20. How the heck they're stupid is thinking, oh, $3.20 is a lot of money. It's not a lot of money.
Yeah, I was pushing $5 out here. Okay. It couldn't get over because it's still over $5 in California because of all the gas taxes.
Yeah, and the thing is, they voted for this for asshole Newsom.
Oh God.
Honestly, if I were in California, if I ever see him, I'm just gonna throw a pie at him.
Only in California could that moron get elected to anything.
But I don't know what's their problem with what's going on with the election system. It's like they're cheating in, and it's like, here's the thing. It's like it had to do with communist China been doing this stuff.
Well, again, the obvious thing is like if you're against basic things like proving you're a citizen, then there's only reason you're against that is because you plan on cheating.
Yeah, it's true.
There's no justification otherwise. Oh, it puts the thing, can't get them. Minorities can get ID. Okay, this has been over and over again.
And the thing is,
some guy does a Manor Street thing, talking to the typical white liberal college. Well, because it hurts minorities and they can't get his, and then go a couple blocks over, talk to a black guy. Yeah, you know where to get to the DMV? Yeah, it's right down the corner. You got a license? Yeah. What do you want to see?
Yeah, and the thing is, I'm just telling you, how the heck are they thinking? Oh, they want to use the blacks as a shield, but they don't realize it's the illegals, not the blacks.
It's also why they're losing the blacks. It's estimate a while back. If they just lost 10% of the black vote, they'd never win another election again.
Yeah.
Guess what? Trump broke that thing, and then just 10% of the. He's got 11 to 12% black vote. Guess what? So they got to find other ways.
Yeah, and the thing is, and then when they want to
You
use
think
those
they didn't cheat in 2020? There's 171 million votes. There's only 135 million registered voters.
yeah, and the thing is, those
How does that
mail-in.
math out?
And here's one thing: I know I used to work with the NYC election board, and I got too much the rabbit hole, but I realized they were behind with the rigging as well.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, New York City, you see the population, and you see the population outside of the city of in the state of New York, right? Because if you see New York State and New York City, New York State.
Oh, it's another world. Yeah.
And the thing is, they reflecting New York City as the state. It's not really a state, it's a city.
If they could cut off New York City from the rest of it, it's like, you be your own thing, leave us alone. They would.
Yeah, I'm just saying
And
because
like Razorfist's point, state expand the electoral college thing to the state level.
Yeah,
because you look at New York and the vote breakdown, you get a couple of blue splotches like I think Albany and New York itself. The rest of it solid red.
Yeah.
How'd the vote go? Everything went to blue. They've disenfranchised the entire state, basically.
Yeah, and the problem is these paid protesters, and I figure out one thing for sure: Zuckerberg funded it as well.
Oh, yeah.
And the thing is,
Soros and other idiots.
Yeah, even though if I ever meet Zuckerberg in person, I'll punch his face for deleting my Facebook and all this shit.
Yeah, Zuckerberg has got some penance to pay. I'm sorry. No, you need to do more than just I'm sorry, buddy boy. You did a lot of damage to this country.
And the point is, he want to make the internet Facebook with a digital ID crap.
Yeah. Problem. Anything you do digital, which means someone on the other end can do stuff with it.
Yeah, because
that's like the push for good and all, and get rid of the gas stoves and get it all electric. Because then you can put on a grid and you can cut off power at the push of a button. The entire city, if they don't want to behave right, wrong.
And the thing is, with digital future, it's not working. It's not gonna work well. And here's the thing: people need more. People need to rely on multiple sources of energy.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't.
They're trying to get it into electric cars. Electric cars don't work out in the country very well.
Yeah, totally.
Like, you can get out there, but God help you, you got to recharge.
Yeah,
and even a quick recharge takes a few hours.
Even though there's no solar panel on cars, that's the problem.
Solar technology is not there. Okay.
Yeah.
You're covering we got fields of solar panels out here. It's like.
And the thing is, the fields of solar panel is a waste of space.
You need multiple things. I mean, I can see, putting panels on top of buildings because it's wasted space. Put some panels on it. Yeah.
Yeah, put panel like
a little bit's better than nothing, but it's like.
Yeah.
Windmills are not good because birds tend to fly into it and everything. And there was a scene in I saw from Yellowstone.
Yeah.
Where there's a bunch of advisors of what are drink, not letting or how they need to. Not letting them work, develop a part of his land because of the environmental impact on some snail darter type thing, or some form of wild grass type thing. But they're pushing hard to put up a bunch of solar panels.
Yeah, they shouldn't.
And he challenged them on, okay, now what would the solar panels do to the grass in that same land? It'd wipe it out, right?
Yeah.
So you're not letting me do it because it would possibly damage it, but you're going to do something that'll certainly damage. And the fact is, you're fucking serious.
And
that's the scary part. Fuck it, you're fired.
And the thing is, these are environmentalists that are just hypocritical. They're thinking, we're saving the environment. They're not saving the environment.
No, they're not. George Carlin nailed these guys a long time ago. They don't care about them, not in the abstract.
And the thing is,
they're their own little personal convenience thing.
Yeah.
Their own little world,
And the thing is,
they don't give a shit about what goes on beyond their,
Look, it's fine. It's fine for houses and buildings have solar panels on it, but not on the open land.
Yeah, it kind of goes nothing about the Earth has survived billions of years of volcanoes and storms and earthquakes and plate tectonics and asteroid collisions and it's going to be threatened by some plastic bags.
And yet, here's the thing: this whole plastic bag ban is basically this whole campaign. I can tell you one thing for sure: they've been trying to acting it as a real problem, but here's one thing: people use those plastic bags as free trash bags.
Well, I used to, now they, good luck trying to find a plastic bag now. But
Yeah.
they introduced the plastic bags that we're going to save the world by not cutting down all those trees for garbage for grocery bags.
And yet the grocery
And
bags
now
are
the
made of
grocery bag is
paper.
back. We're drowning. I'm fucking drowning in brown grocery bags out here.
Here's the thing: here's the
Hey,
thing,
Raquel, I can send you a link if you want.
and here's the thing: the paper bags and the paper straws, they don't do any well. It causes more
Mhm.
trees and causes more problems. If they care about trees so much, they shouldn't be chopping down more trees for stupid paper bags and
It's like,
yeah.
where are you there?
So she's joining us.
I don't know. I'll send her a link.
Yeah,
You get a crowd in here. Come on.
yeah.
Only to broaden the topics of discussion. Come on.
And
But yeah, it's like, I mean, this is about the Andy Weir thing. But it's like, hey, they didn't take it, so fuck them. You gave him a chance.
yeah, and
And the same thing, the guy who co-wrote Pulp Fiction, he wanted to do something with and Kurtzman turned him down. Like, what? Like anybody who comes in as a fan and wants to contribute turns them down flat.
yeah,
So that's why when Paul Chato, reacting to Kurtzman's little speech at the Saturn Awards, how everyone from top on down they love Star Trek. Bullshit.
yeah,
He knows people personally. He used to wear, and they showed any affection for the original shows. They were fired on the spot.
yeah. That's true.
So load of horse shit. That's the thing about Kurt. Oh, nice, very nice guy.
And
even a meeting.
and even though when
Mhm.
besides the Star Trek, also when I talk about X-Men
Mhm.
on Twitter, and someone
Yeah.
thinking, "Oh, they don't even really understand the quote is basically X-Men is political in fictional setting, not in real life setting. They don't even read the context. They just
Very
want to mock
broadly,
me.
though. It was. I mean, it's kind of they hit on a little bit further on, but it was really just broadly
Yeah,
persecuted minority thing, and it's kind of, if you want to think about it, Professor X is Martin Luther King, Magneto was Malcolm X.
yeah,
But it didn't go much deeper than that. People start reading too much into it.
yeah. And the thing is, then
Mhm.
I only prefer X-Men as a story, but like I
Mhm.
don't take it too seriously. Like with like, oh, represents whatever. I get the point, and the point is,
Mhm.
it's like, look, if they
Yeah.
like X-Men, just don't insert real life politics
Well, I mean,
into it, or
the thing is
or
an opportunity if you wanted to do a story about it. And in the end, keep it broad because you still got to entertain the
yeah,
kids. You still got to bad thing, but let's not turn the entire property into a screed fest.
or a political
That's the thing.
propaganda.
Yeah.
It's like it's cringe. It's like,
Because
let's say
it's
this.
like X-Men on because the first graphic novel, God Loves Man Kills,
Yeah.
and it had big televangelist leading an anti-mutant crusade. It's like, and
And I
the
think
one scene where that guy's pointing at Nightcrawler, you tell me that's human. It's like,
and the thing is, look,
he ends
let
up
me
getting
take
killed though because he has a gun pointed at Kitty, and the bang bang, and it's a cop. It's like, what did you do? I saw a guy about to kill a little girl.
what.
I don't
And
care
here's
if
the
she's a
thing.
mutant. You didn't see it coming. You got her.
And here's the thing is I'm gonna tell you one thing for sure that
Mm-hmm.
with X-Men, they have religion and politics in a fictional setting. They're not pushing, political or religious propaganda
Well,
into
yeah,
people.
Nightcrawler's a devout Catholic.
Yeah, that's true.
Kitty is Jewish. Okay, they're shy away from people being religious.
And the thing is, somebody in this loser kind of troll, kind of thinking, oh, lack of media. And here's the thing is, I'm being compared to Nightcrawler, which is my favorite character, and he's
Mm-hmm.
Catholic. I am. And the thing
Mm-hmm.
is, they don't really know very well about.
Mm-hmm.
If they want to compare me to Nightcrawler, guess what?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's a big joke to
Yeah.
this person
Mm-hmm.
or any hater trying to think, oh, it is a problem. No, it's
Mm-hmm.
not.
Yeah.
And my problem with these people it's kind of like say it's kind of cringe when I see they say, oh, they want to use their favorite character to agree with their politics or religion or their views, which I don't even like that.
Mhm.
I don't put memes like that, to be honest.
Yeah. Again, they think about but Christmas is Star Trek is always a platform. No, it has been used on occasion, but that wasn't the point of Star Trek. It was the point to do grown-up science fiction stories and not
Yeah.
childish pablum. Bring in
And
established writers to show them this is what sci-fi can do. Yeah, you get comments on things, but that's not its only thing. There was no larger comment in the Trouble with Tribbles.
and
Aside from don't take an animal and put it in a different environment and expect things to work out.
And here's the other thing: when I could agree with Dan Green when he didn't like when the White House using his voice as Yugi from Yu-Gi-Oh for his political stuff here, and I could agree one thing for sure that like Yu-Gi-Oh is universal, not political, and I know the original creator doesn't like war. That's his view, and the thing is, and I know I understand before how when I look at all the episodes. This person, like they say, like Kaiba, doesn't want to make his corporation all about, arm warfare, all the stuff, make into a gaming company instead. That's how war didn't happen. That's how he didn't want war to happen. That's why he just want to end it.
Yeah.
And the thing is, there is politics in the Children's card game. To be real, it's fictional. It's not like basically real life and all the stuff, Which I get it,
I'm gonna pull up my rant I did the other day.
Even as I say, Star Trek is universal, and also with X-Men is universal as well. So that's why people need to just enjoy the series, not like make it into a virtual propaganda, whatever it is, And as much as I say, like, I kind of grew out of, the thing is, if there are fans of a series, they shouldn't be doing stuff like that, to be honest.
Yeah.
Even same thing with VTubers, they shouldn't be doing that as well. Say, oh, like this VTubers agree about the stuff, but the thing is, they have no permission to use the person's name for whatever politics to be honest. That's why I rather keep my politics to myself a lot most of the time, because the thing is, I don't like the left, I don't like the right as in the way as in they want to try to control us.
Whoops.
I prefer like in a way that, let's say this, that I could agree if no one's hurting anybody, no one's taking away anyone's rights, as long as they're doing it legally,
Yeah. Let me go and pull this up here because it's a little rant I did the other day rather than
the last video rant.
It's let's see, where are we? There was an unboxing of a model kit I got yesterday, but but also it's like an opportunity to vent a bit.
But anyways, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get something to eat.
No problem.
Before that, all right?
Okay. As I'm sure I mentioned sometime during this whole thing, we did lose the eviction fight, so we were getting booted. But also show off this bottle I got without having to dig it back out. Surprise! And in court, the opposing counsel said we're willing to offer them help to relocate. It's like, gee, that would have been nice to hear about we could earlier when before I start calling the VA hotline about suicide prevention because you're feeling backed into a damn corner. I think someone realized, we are a housing authority. We can't just boot them out. We have to actually have to find somewhere else. So, there we go. Going with that assumption, which I think is pretty sound, because assisting with us relocating cannot just consist of a fruit basket and say bye. I've sent them some options of other properties that they manage. With these would work nicely. There's a few others. There's a couple. There's one of them. It's not my first choice, but Steph likes it. Actually has an ensuite laundry facility. So, okay, I'll think about it. Let's put out in Golden. But another unboxing here. Trying to make the best of a bad situation by getting some Grail items out of the way. Yesterday was the West End Enterprise toy back there. One day I'm gonna get that cleaned up, but the only thing it might be the battery's a little low, but it's supposed to light up, but it does make the noise. So I just got to find a stand for that. But this one should have been here yesterday, but got delayed a bit, so it's here now. And this better actually, because the last time I did a live unboxing the model, it turns out it was the wrong damn ship. But this one should not be any big surprises. All right, and yes, here we go. I didn't get somebody ringing. I'll be back in a second here. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the first issue of the Refit Enterprise, the motion picture version. This one came in a little cheap because no lights. I don't care. I'm going to be doing some things with this anyway, as far as lights go. Mainly, I happen to have somewhere the bits and bobs for one of the there's like lights and sound Enterprise with the kit and the sound trip and all that, which also has a deflector dish with the transfer bar so you can light it up. So I'm going to swap that out in here. But let's get through here. Through all the styrofoam peanuts. So yes, they serve a purpose, but they're a pain in the ass when they get to the destination. And the back. Talk about your static Klingons. Okay, now. Yes. And notice, no Aztecing, smoother than Android's bottom. Okay. There. Brilliant. Some people just, for those who still don't quite understand, why don't they just put out the original? When they did the Aztecing on there, the way they did it involved cutting into the mold, thus ruining the mold. You can't go back. You're removing material from the mold. Kind of like when they decided to do a original Enterprise without the deflector grid, that meant they had to actually cut into the mold slightly to, because that was also the deflector grid was cut into the mold to make it a raise. It's the mold is a negative of what it comes out as. So like in order to have a raised detail, you have to cut into the mold. So to get that smooth, they can't just fill it in. They'd have, in order to get a smooth hulled Enterprise, original Enterprise, without the deflector, smooth hulled, without the options was either do whole new molds or cut out more material so it all levels out. And the result is you got a much thicker hull now, which is real fun because those sprues are like tree trunks now. Let's say, by contrast, when they did the 1-350 kit, the deflector grid on that first version was recessed, which means you had and the mold it was raised up. So removing that was a lot simpler. They just pull out the grid thing without, so the current hull on the 1-350 Enterprise and the raised with the one with the kit is not substantially different, thickness wise. And that's one of the reasons why they did that. So in case people don't like the grid, we can take it out a lot easier. It's one sticking point I have with the current reissue of the original Enterprise. Is it they never fixed it. And they didn't really fix the issue at hand. They just created another one. Let's get some of this stuff out of the way.
Get up to $80 in MasterCard Virtual Reward Cards. Your truck, your call.
On the plus side, I monetized it.
With psoriasis, How to Hide My Plaques was kind of my theme song.
Get out of the way. Oh. Windows. First, found this kit. It was a Woolco back in the day. Became a few other things. Eventually turned into a Walmart. After the 2 or 3 things. Decals. I think that still was a handy damn hardware thing at some point. We're in the process. Or anything else in here I need to know about besides this damn thing? Nope. Piece of paper. All right. Oops. Up. And I'll put that there. We have the hatch on the back of the bridge dome. All right. Now, get this a little more reasonable. I don't need a bubble wrap either. It did come very well. We'll get into the rant in a minute, but because it was mixed in the whole thing. Good job. Overkill. I'll deal with that later because I'm going to deal with a ton of trash out there anyway. All right. I'm trying to throw a spiral with a feather, you know? These up here. Shit. All right, there. All right, in the box. Be secure in the box. I'm gonna fall down. Two things fell down. Ah, dang it. All right. Look at this. That's to another model. I better not lose that. Something else, I think. In there for now. Okay. I think I can say I've inherited my father's hair. Let's take a look at these decals. What did I say? I think this is supposed to be the original rub-on decal, which will not be used. God knows this day and age we got plenty of options for decals for this particular model. These were quite the thing back in the rub-on decals. Nice. The problem is you're doing decals on a model. You damn well better make sure. Oh, they even got the propaganda here too. Posters you had. There's not just the decals. And here's the directions. In case I forget how to do this. All right. Okay, a couple of things here. Some Mylar, things for the engines and the engine, the nacelle grills, photon torpedo, and the impulse engines. And then Somewhere I've got some resin
this is remarkable
accurizing
because
parts
the
for
fact
this
that
kit, so I think I
used it
might drag those in.
Yeah,
Sometime
these will
I
not
can
be
find
changed. This is going to stay in here because also you got to make damn sure you're the Enterprise is not. They're part of the name. It's not quite there, but again, they're not being used anyway. But you got to make sure you are right where you need to be because you ain't pulling this off. They're on there. They're on to stay. Now I use these a lot also in the Air Force because they're for different things, from playing on graphics and something. But this is interesting. Yeah, those are staying. I'll get other decals for that bad boy. Yeah. But I'm thinking it will still be. I'll keep it as the Enterprise. Might as well all this stuff back there. But yeah, this is kind of neat. Come on, get in there. Get in the.
I'm thinking of nothing else. The Aztec decals.
We make trading simple.
Oh, shit.
Trade what you want, how you want, with Tasty Trade.
Better sleep is simple. Just track your activity. Avoid blue light.
Yeah,
Exercise or adequate
really,
exposure to
no,
natural
that's
light.
not mine.
Or maybe you just need a little more from
Used to run ads on it.
I got to reverse engineer the
Whether or
package.
not I'm getting anything out of it's another question entirely.
There. I also don't think we're going to be using the Mylar things either. So we'll go back in. Keep the directions out. There might be an item or two I need to reminder on. Let's see. Get in the bag. There we go. So we'll keep that as is there. But yeah, there are no lights though, and I think it probably also doesn't have the battery for it anyways. It's fine. But again, I got a lights and sound version of the kit with all the things, so I run the lights through that and swap out the deflector dish, and it'll be fine. And again, just getting this kit. I've seen kits in worse condition than this go for more, so I'm not complaining. I think maybe all told, maybe $60, which still comes in a little cheaper than the new Repop version of the kit, so, with that stupid Aztec pattern they have. Yeah. Okay, now we're getting to the good part. Let me get the link and throw this at Rob Burnett. He might want to, if he's available. He's not doing all his own streams. Oh, Shiny's dropped out. Yeah. I should take a look though and see. Is he streaming? He usually is on Saturday. Yep. Well, here we go. We can get past this part here. Let's skip a little bit here. All right. The Star Trek will be gone forever. Oh, okay, thank you. Get out of that. Come on, get to your point here, Sparky. I'm wrapping up my tenure at this place with a couple of trails. Yep. Kind of brings them up, happy talk. Also mournful thing about it. I don't know what's going on here. I'm wrapping up my tenure at this place with a couple of trails. Kind of brings them up, happy talk. Also mournful thing about it. Okay. We thought we were buddy burgers, and we go away. We made this is Star Trek to be gone forever, and so they're trying. And there's now a petition going to uncancel Star Trek. They got 10,000 people. Okay. They're trying to gin up some kind of fan revolt. They want to get the come to our rescue like you did the original show. The original show was good. The original show was worth rescuing. The fans are the reason why you're canceled because we didn't show up because of crap. Okay, you got that, Kurtzman? You're trying to suck up to the wrong crowd. You denigrate us, call us racist, Nazis, homophobes, Islamophobes, whatever, and now you want our help? Now you want to try to, and you're inside, and you're going back and fighting Roddenberry? Yeah, the thing, by the way, Shatner, no, he didn't write that post. He's got some guy named Paul who manages his Twitter account. Shatner doesn't write most of that shit. And he may just not be aware of you're putting my name to what? I'm so sad that people get how many canceled series I've had on my, including Star Trek. You quit. The Kurtzman's PR machine is trying to gin up support. No, please, I like my contract. Please, I want to stay hired. Fuck you. Every other franchise that's had a name attached has died horribly. Remember Universal's Dark Universe they're planning on doing? Killed it in one movie. Who directed that one movie? Alex Kurtzman. I remember a little show, Clarice, trying to do a spin-off, from Silence of the Lambs. That was Kurtzman's idea, and that's what people. I think it was Entertainment Weekly. The man is an IT locust. Okay, he moves from franchise to franchise and kills them. And Amazing Spider-Man 2 with Electro, and that was also Kurtzman. Okay, Star Trek is the only closest thing to a stable career he's had. And he was behind Hawaii Five-0, but he had people on that show to keep him honest and tell him when to go pound sand. Still almost got him in trouble though because there was they were doing a shoot out at the Punch Bowl, it was a military cemetery. They were shooting a scene out there, but at the same time, some veterans were doing a ceremony out there. And rather than doing the smart thing and accommodate the veteran, no, he tried to get the veterans to back up. Okay, we're trying to shoot here. Fuck you! Military ceremony. You're a Hollywood douchebag. Go fuck yourself. He damn near got the entire production shut down. Completely. As in, you're canceled. Yeah, the other guys, man, come around. We're sorry. Kurtzman's an idiot. We know he's an idiot. Sorry, it won't happen again. And not every latter-day Star Trek production that has garnered any kind of fan appreciation and loyalty has been the ones where he's had nothing to do with it. Lower Decks got a connection with things because he had nothing to do with it. They got. Mike McMahon said, no, they don't send us any notes. There's a couple of questions here and there, but they don't tell us how to do it. He had nothing to do with creative that show, and it worked. It's not everyone's cup of tea. People don't like the humor and the rapid, the thing. And the thing about, it's all references. Yeah, but it's references done right. It's references that make sense, that are correctly cited. It's not just name dropping. It's not pulling out Delta Vega as a planet and then using it and turn it into an ice planet. When before it was, looked like southern Utah. Mm-hmm. They're not just pulling names off of Memory Alpha. That's usually the reference is there's a meaning to it in the story. All right, here we go again.
In life, growth doesn't happen alone.
Come on.
But in business,
get out of my way. There.
What about that urban legend that he
And there's actually, and there's actually character development in Lower Decks. Beckett Mariner has a character arc. You find, she starts off as an obnoxious asshole. It's like, why would they? And you find out as you go on why she's this way. And even Boimler, and then Hell, Billups is a freaking character arc, and he's a minor character. Any character that then got screen time, and hell, Jennifer's got a bit of an arc there.
Oh, here we go.
Characters major and minor get development on
Hello.
that cartoon.
Hello.
Running
And
through
it's
my rant the
also
other day.
very much these people love.
What?
They are all.
I
They,
can't
are,
hear you with the video playing.
they love doing Star Trek.
Yeah,
They're
we're running
having
through my
fun
rant the
doing
other
Star
day.
Trek.
Yeah.
Oh.
And they bring it in. Past. They got George Takei to do a voice on there. They get Jeffrey Combs. They do something. They bring these guys back, and it's also shown more love to the animated series than anything. It's like, you remember those very short treks they did for a while there? That just you don't know what the hell you do. Like only 1 or 2 of them were any good. The rest of them were shit on a stick. But there's been more love for the animated series on Lower Decks than anything, because they even brought in the 40-foot tall Spock from Infinite Vulcan, the skeleton at least. You had Nadoan as running the ship here. The efficiency guide was the same race as Bem. It's like, when the Cerritos is fighting with some alien over an old freighter, it's one from the animated series. So, and Prodigy, for the most part, they were left alone, and that show got good. Where it falls off the rails at the very end, where they made them connect up with the synth uprising on Mars, which we got from Picard. And you wonder why interest has dropped off a cliff, because you just killed that show with that one instance. If you could excise that bit from it, then yeah, that show would have a future. But that one connection there, that is Prodigy's season 8 Game of Thrones, where the whole thing just goes to shit and that's it, done. What doesn't help is Robert Picardo's behavior. I bet of late he's been doing this all along, just no one's noticed till now. Now everything is like, you're just a hater. That's like, Bob, you really need to check. You need to learn how to read the room, okay? That's about, he's been an actor. I've been with this franchise really since it came on the air. I was watching it as a toddler with my dad on NBC. Yeah, I've gone on this thing over and over, but some people don't. I have no first experience with Star Trek. It's always been there for me. When I got my first model, it wasn't a matter, oh, what's that? That looks neat. No, hey, it's the Enterprise. It's Star Trek. I want it. Animated series premiered. That wasn't the first. I knew that wasn't the first time. I knew there was a live action version. When the syndication finally hit here on a consistent basis, yeah, I was up for it. I mean, it big caught it once or twice, like on Channel 9 Saturday afternoons. They were just kind of shuffling around, and I was caught it in the middle of an episode, so I could never really get much into it. But I'm gonna do something. I'm getting Beethoven here. All right. So don't tell me, and they always pull this one quote from Roddenberry's lectures in the mid '70s. Where it's saying, if we cannot, if we do not learn to appreciate, the diversity on this planet amongst our own kind, or take a positive delight in them, then we don't deserve to go into space and see the diversity almost certainly out there. They pulled that one portion of it, mainly because it's been quoted and put on the picture with Roddenberry and the thing. It's still not the entire quote, but that lecture is on, kind of broken up a bit, but it's largely on the Inside Star Trek album from '76. And so you think you're going to tell me I was at Mendico Sports Arena when he was doing that? Okay, I heard that lecture myself from the man himself. Okay, and it goes on. It's part of a big long thing of not just. It's about how
why Star Trek it became a phenomenon, and how any attempt to manipulate audiences into via some kind of Star Trek formula is doomed to failure, because the magic is not in the show or the production stuff; it's in the audience. Don't try and play a player, in other words, okay? We know what is right on this thing. And like I said, you try and invoke Roddenberry after all this time and all this. And Kurtzman's thing at the Saturday was everyone from top to bottom loves Star Trek. That's something that Paul Chato called that. He knows people who worked there, and he made a point. You showed any affection in previous shows, you were fired on the spot.
I would definitely recommend TurboTax. My tax expert, she was amazing. She answered all of my questions. It all just felt super easy and transparent. You gotta try it. You have to.
Bring in spring fast
two at a time
with the TCS Easy Method and Smart Organizers.
Get off my screen. There. So let's establish one thing right off. Kurtzman's a fucking liar. He's a lying sack of shit. He's a petty little fuck. That whole thing about going back to the first JJ Trek movie. And how in preparation for it, in designing the new ship, Jeff Mandel had just a comparison diagram of the new ship and the original ship. Wasn't advocating anything, just saying this is the difference here. He was fired on the spot. Guess we're having that picture in his office. John Eves, I'm not saying shit. I like being paid. So he's kept his mouth shut on that. And can't fault him on that. But I would not be surprised if Kurtzman had a hand in that, because he was in on that. But they got some warped idea. Oh, it's always been Star Trek has been political, but it was not created to be a political rant fest. Okay. It did it on occasion where it made, but it's also a lot of just having a romp. Just telling intelligent sci-fi stories to an intelligent audience. Because science fiction on television at that point had been kiddie stuff. Lost in Space, Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea, Land of the Giants. Rocky Jones, Space Ranger, Captain Video. That was science fiction at the time Star Trek came out. And Roddenberry had been into sci-fi quite a bit, and he knew about that this we could do so much more, and again, it kind of an adult science fiction that kind of brings it, but grown up, okay, mature, not pandering. Or in some of the notes that no smart ass kids or wisecracking robots. Direct shot of Lost in Space. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think Rob is streaming today, because I generally get notices about that, because I'm a channel member. Memberships are available on this channel, by the way. It would help a little bit. It's better than nothing. It may be a couple of bucks a month, but it's better than nothing. But so yeah, you think you're going to try and enlist the fans to come to the rescue? No, same Star. Because it's trying to think of attitude. Some people, oh, bad Trek's better than no Trek. No. No, my sweet summer child. We've been through periods where there was no Star Trek coming out. You know what we did? We made our own.
fanzines, fan films, building these models, creating the costumes, doing the, putting on little plays. Let's go. So no, don't try and frighten it. Don't threaten us with a good time. Oh, you're not doing it anymore? Well, I guess we can go back to doing our fan films again. There's standing sets in Sandusky, Ohio, ready for operation. I think they're all up and running by now. Sandusky Mall, that's where the Star Trek Continue sets are. I think you might be able to make arrangements for occasionally the sets at Ticonderoga. You can schedule it right. They might even let you do that. Do there. There's also a bunch of Little Rock that have the old Starship Exeter sets. What's that?
The Ticonderoga set. Aren't those more of a museum?
Well, yeah, it's a licensed tour, but I think if you talk nice, James might let you, use them for a few hours. That is also going to be, the I don't know, permanent home, or at least, pretty damn near permanent home of the Galileo shuttlecraft mock-up. They're doing a fundraiser to make it a hangar enclosure. But the shuttle's up there. God willing, we'll be able to get up there ourselves in September when they do the big reveal. Because I know Bijo's supposed to be there. We're good to hook up her again.
Where?
Ticonderoga. It's September. Okay, I think we got the point of this one. I'm gonna go. No. It'll be by then we get a car that can do that kind of thing. I'm gonna go ahead and pull that at that point. Okay, we heard enough.
Hello.
Hello.
Are you?
But yeah, I think all this little happy talk about we're gonna petition starting to uncancel Academy. It's like, God no. And all these various quotes come out from Barry. Well, this is a true embodiment of this Roddenberry's vision, and they even got hold of the guy who runs Shatner's Twitter account because they're not. Brent Spiner let it slip a while ago that Shatner doesn't actually do that account. He's got a guy named Paul who runs that account for him.
Mm-hmm.
So very little of that actually comes from Shatner. So I started calling that out when he started going these little stupid quotes. Shut up! Okay, no one's mind it now.
So where is everybody?
Well, anime issues. You overstepping something. So I just threw it over to me. Bob's night. Go to stream. Okay, fine. We'll do it again. And Rosetta is wiped out from her thing, so she's bowed out. I was going to do it on her channel too. So nope, not doing it. Okay, fine.
Oh, so I'm assuming Anime Night. I guess Anime Night's not feeling good, and
he's
Nether is.
He's having issues, yeah. So he's bowing out.
So I'm assuming Zorda is the same as well.
Pretty much. Like I said, I put it out to see if we can get something going here. And I'm young, and I'll be fine on Fortnite in a while. We'll do that in a separate stream, though. But if I can get a chance of people get in here and what do you want to rant about? But yeah, they're pretty sure,
I don't have anything to rant about, but currently, I don't know if everyone heard about this though.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, there was a robbery in a peculiar stature. Apparently, a semi-truck carrying 12 tons of Kit Kats have been stolen in a European grand theft auto heist. Hundreds of thousands of bars gone. Truck vanished without a trace. Someone took have a breakaway too seriously.
Yeah.
Kit Kat released a statement saying that they confirmed that the 12 tons of Kit Kat products were stolen while in transit between our factory in central Italy and their destination in Poland.
Kit
We are
Kats
working
are big and
closely- We're working closely with local authorities and supply chain partners to investigate. The good news: there are no concerns for consumer safety. The good news: there are no concerns for consumer safety, and supply is not affected.
because
Well,
these
that's
aren't going.
good.
It's not
Because it's
like
almost Easter.
these guys are probably not going into general circulation. So, although I think Kit Kats are big in Europe. We see different flavors. They mainly started over in Europe. All kinds of weird shit going. You go into a world market or something, you look at all kinds of strange versions of Kit Kats.
Oh yeah, there's a
Yeah.
lot of flavor of
Yeah.
a Kit Kats you can look up online. You can get I would go to like the world market. If there is anyone near you, you can find some other
Yeah.
flavors of Kit Kats there.
Occasionally they'll crop up at Walmart.
Yeah,
They get birthday cake. What the
but
hell
that's
is
a lot
this?
of Kit Kats.
Churro flavor.
12 tons just vanish, and it's almost Easter.
Yeah. So I just, okay, well, everyone in Europe, keep an eye open in your street markets because someone, there are going to be people showing a lot of Kit Kats.
Yeah.
God.
What? I'm wondering, did the hamburger steal the Kit Kats or something?
I don't know. No, it's not about terror. It's in Europe. They were made in Europe. But again, they got plants overseas. Don't just ship them over there. They're made in Italy and they're on the way to Poland. Okay. But yeah, I think Kurtzman is trying to generate a fan revolt to try and save their asses. Oh, they saved the old show. They can, no, but the fans are the reason why you have no show now. We didn't show up. Okay, your show sucks. We wanted it to die. People are celebrating your show dying. Okay.
The Cookie Monster says, "Me not approve, but me understand." Maybe it was the Cookie Monster that stole the Kit Kats.
Oh. More for me. Me not approve, but me understand.
I don't think the Cookie Monster would do that, though.
No, if it was Chips Ahoy, that'd be another matter.
Yeah.
That is one thing.
But for reals, what are they going to do with that so many Kit Kats? It's not like they can sell them because if they do they're going to be immediately caught.
Well, unless they had Kit Kat on the side of the truck or some kind of, they probably just grabbing a truck. It's like porch pirates, grabbing stuff off the, Amazon. I mean, what do you think you're grabbing? I mean, we thought we had some things that you know what you just stole here. Urinary pads, you moron. I hope you try good luck fencing that. I hope your connection beats the crap out of you.
Oh, so you have to come to the frog plushie.
Yeah, well, it actually I'm modified into a puppet. I just got the tube on here.
Oh,
I got slightly below full size, so it's a little tight fit. Once I'm in there, though, I'm in there.
I got Mr. Fozzie Bear as a plushie.
It's got me thinking, like wanting to, because I was doing, some puppet stuff in junior high, and with our church, we had a puppet ministry. And I'm getting out of that, so I got a thing, I can work a puppet. But also, one thing when around that period though, the Denver Art Museum, there was a traveling exhibit from
Mr. Fozzie there.
Yeah, but now this was a plush, but it's probably the best looking, most accurate looking Kermit out there, and this was several years ago. But and also one of the best performing videos I've got was a response video to Snarky J, which you're talking about the great Muppet, the Muppet Christmas Carol.
Oh,
and I did a response.
Good movie.
Hi-yo.
Good movie.
Mm-hmm. We were proud of it. Great work on Michael Caine. But I did the video on there, put it in the response thing in the comment section there. That thing got over 4,000 views. It's the best video I've had in about 10 years.
And all because of me. You know what?
Good old Kermit.
Yeah.
Like they are supposed like to like I
Yeah,
see
it's just-
with the Muppet Show.
Yeah. It brought back the Muppet Show thing. What took you so long to figure it out?
They only released 3 seasons of it on 3 seasons of it on DVD. There's supposed to be a 4th one, but if for some reason it was canceled.
There's plenty of.
Like the first season was, I believe, Kermit. The second season was Miss Piggy, and the third one was Fozzie Bear. The 4th season on the DVD cover was supposed to be Gonzo, but that didn't come into fruition for some odd reason.
Muppet Show DVD. Huh.
Yeah, there's like 5 seasons of the Muppet Show. So
yeah, I'm sorry.
we just need the last 2 seasons, but I don't know if that's ever going to come out now.
Well, they might. If this revival works up, they might say, "Hey, we got a lot more to show here." That show ran for a lot more than 4 seasons.
We see the Muppet Show. It was a TV special, I think.
Okay, but for DVD sets, it's like, where's IMDb?
Yeah, it was like a TV special. It's only like 30 minutes.
Well, it's enough for a proof of concept thing.
Yeah, it is. It's to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the iconic, groundbreaking original series, which is the original Muppet Show that ran for 4 or 5 seasons.
Okay, it seemed like it ran longer, but yeah, 75 to 81. So there's 2 more seasons, guys. Come on.
I know we're supposed to get like season 4 and 5, but the season 4 was supposed to be the DVD cover of Gonzo.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's ever going to happen.
Imagine 5 would probably be Animal. But,
or it could be,
could have been any of them, but Animal I think was pretty much something. The Muppet Show. Ralph, that Muppet's even older.
It could be Rolf.
Yeah, Ralph goes back to the Jimmy Dean show. That goes before Kermit.
Yeah, it could be like the dog as the 5th one.
Yeah. The other people don't realize the Muppets predate Sesame Street by decades. Okay.
Let's see, the Muppets.
Kermit was showing up on the Ed Sullivan show. Dr. Teeth would be another one for a cover image. You want something?
We'll see.
Definitely iconic. This is the Muppet Show.
They gave us Sam and Friends in 1995.
95?
That's where 1995.
What do you? Sam and Friends is the 50s. Okay, or mid 60s.
Oh, I'm sorry. 1950. Am I saying that wrong? No.
95. Yeah, 1955.
1955. I think
Black and white local station.
Yeah.
In Washington.
Not 1995.
Yeah.
I was trying to say 1955.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, in the 50s.
Originally, Kermit Goodwin was a fraud. He was just Kermit.
That was the original appearance of Kermit the Frog. And then the Muppet Show began in the 1976
was the first year.
Sesame Street didn't begin.
Yeah, it was 1969 was Sesame Street.
1969.
I was 5 years old watching it.
So yeah.
And one time I checked out, they had the first, Sesame Street first season set. They checked out the library, and that was interesting. Going back and watching that, seeing how much I could remember. Because I also remember Sesame Street, they also recycle a lot of stuff too.
I'm so used as Stephen Whitmire as Kermit the Frog because that's what I grew up with.
Yeah.
But I understand the controversy of why he was let go as a Kermit.
Yeah.
Which is sad.
Oh, I remember.
So I'm trying to warm up with the new voice of Kermit. But it's difficult for me because I'm so used to as Stephen Whitmire as Kermit the Frog. This is what I grew up with.
I grew up with Jim Henson as Kermit the Frog.
So I'm trying to get used to as Matt Vogel as Kermit the Frog, but I'm still having a difficult time with it.
Yeah, I still, because I was working at KVCR out in California, College State, when news came out that Jim Henson died. So that was like, yeah. And then
Hey, Daniel Perry. Hey, Real Way Nation.
I remember, seeing the footage of his funeral. And about her because I'm already tearing up just thinking about it. Like, they had Big Bird singing "It's Not Easy Being Green."
I know they're getting in Florida where Walt Disney World is.
Yeah. That's like they're smart. They do the Muppet Show out there with a live audience.
I know they're getting rid of the Muppet Vision 3D. And they're going to replace it with Monsters, Inc. The good thing is, though, the Muppets will be relocating to the Rock and Roller Coaster with Electric Mayhem. So that's where they're going to be going.
Yeah, the Muppets have never really been a good match with Disney. They never quite know how to handle them right. Like, imagine if Disney got a hold of the Warner Brothers characters. It's like they'd ruin them.
Yeah. The Electric Mayhem arrives at the Rock and Roller Coaster starring the Muppets. That's where the Muppets and the Electric Mayhem band will be at the Rock and Roller Coaster from now on. So to replace it will be Monsters, Inc. I'm assuming I assume also the Pizza Rizzo, which is Rizzo the Rat's Pizza Place, will be also be gone, and I'm thinking they're going to turn that to into a sushi place because that's the same restaurant Mike Wazowski went to in the movie called Harryhausen's.
Okay.
That's what I'm assuming.
Yeah, make a reference there. Ray Harryhausen, big stop motion guy. Yeah. In the 50s, 60s, something. Oh, it's gone down a bit.
Yeah.
Okay, that I have that right.
Mike and the girl with the snake like hair, Selena.
Someone selling another one.
When is that supposed to open?
I'm going to my watch list on eBay, and if I think, hey, wait a minute, that thing's sitting right behind me. I already bought that.
So it began construction last year. Okay. It should be. It is scheduled to open either late 2027 or 2028.
If they're still at Disney by then.
Well, I do know there for a fact there is going to be a new park at Walt Disney World.
One of the reasons they went to Florida on purpose, there's no room to expand it in Anaheim. So.
There will be a new villains theme land coming to Magic Kingdom at Walt Disney World. That was announced like 2 years ago. Yeah, that's coming in, but it's gonna take. I don't know. It's gonna take time to do that.
Yeah.
Right now, the work site is underway. The project is massive and it is not expected to be finished quickly, with potential openings estimate for 2029 or later. So quite a bit of a wait.
Okay, clear out some old stuff here for.
Let's see.
Clear. There we go. Pull this guy up here.
Let's see. There's a place going to be called Piston Peak National Park.
Okay, so cars.
This is a new area, and the Magic Kingdom will continue sweeping storytelling tradition that has crossed Liberty Square and Frontierland since opening day. Inside Piston Peak, guests will be able to see and explore the Visitors Lodge, Ranger HQ, trails, and more. All set within the Disney and Pixar Cars universe. The area will feature 2 exciting new Cars themed attractions. Okay, so when is this supposed to come out? Piston Peak.
Probably expanding the Radiator Springs part. Now this is one I'm keeping an eye on here because
see. While no official date is set, fans and analysts speculate as a 2027 opening with infrastructure work lasting until 2028. So probably 2028.
Okay, this one.
let's see, you got the Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger spin ride coming in. That'll be on April 8th. We get Big Thunder Mountain Railroad update. That will be available in early May. Walt Disney's Carousel of Progress will be updated as well. Guests will soon be able to see Walt Disney through the magic of audio animatronics technology in Walt Disney's Carousel of Progress.
They're going to do an animatronic Walt Disney.
Yep. The attraction was Walt's own idea from beginning to end, and the original attraction made its debut at the 1964 New York's World's Fair, where it was an immediate smash hit for millions of people visiting from around the world. I'm assuming Walt Disney is only the new addition. I don't know if they're going to update the rest of the carousel.
I remember the Carousel of Progress when I was a little kid.
So I don't really know if they're going to keep that the same or not, or just do a few updates to it. I don't know.
Well, again, I remember that when I was a little kid, but and this is back in the 70s. We made a lot of progress since then, so it's definitely due for an update.
Yeah.
Now I've been looking at this guy here. Maybe at this particular one because I just found them for $48, but it's like I wouldn't mind if I can fit my hand into an animal vehicle.
Oh, a new land called the Walt Disney Studios will open at Disney's Hollywood Studios, housed in a building reminiscent of the iconic Roy E. Disney Animation Building on Burbank Studio lot. Complete with Mickey's iconic sorcerer's hat. This upcoming family experience, the magic of Disney's animation, which is based on the Emmy Award-winning short film Once Upon a Studio. Okay, so when is that supposed to come out? Doesn't really exactly say.
The studio execs at Disney have a very schizophrenic attitude towards having an animation. So that animation is what built that studio. There's a reason why your main building, up at the top, are pillars of the Seven Dwarves. You wouldn't have a studio one for animation, you dolts.
That will be opening in May. Okie dokie. Tropical America set to open in 2027, which is next year. Tropical Americas is a new land coming to Disney's Animal Kingdom. Guests will enter the land through Pueblo Esperanza, a fictional village in the heart of the rainforest that will feel lived in with a long, rich history, including attractions themed to Indiana Jones and Walt Disney Animation Studios in Mexico. Oh, nice. Indiana Jones theme.
Well, they own the property. Might as well do something with it.
There's going to be a new lobby that people can stay at. It's called the Disney's Grand Floridian Lobby and Spa. Oh no, wait! This is already existing. It's just going to go under renovation. They'll add a new bar, but the lobby is iconic. It's part of the lobby's iconic bird cage and stuff. So it's just being refurbished. Ooh. Avengers Campus.
Yeah, that's been going for a while.
Oh. Pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. If you're looking for superhero swag, decent spot to go.
First ever Coco attraction, which is based off the movie. Avatar experience. Really nice.
Who we got here? Oh,
That's for Disneyland,
one
not
moment.
for Disney World. Okay.
all right.
Here you go.
Mm-hmm. There we go.
So, what do I miss so far?
Not that much. Just getting into my rant on Academy and how they're Kurtzman and his cronies are trying to drum up some kind of fan revolt to try and save the show. It's like the fans are, why you have no show, asshole.
Yeah.
We didn't turn up. We're not gonna turn up.
Yeah,
Somebody started another petition. No, keep it canceled.
Yeah.
We're just talking about the upcoming attractions and upcoming theme lands coming to Disney World in
'cause
Orlando, Florida.
I remember that they're trying to get rid of one of the old attractions, right?
Well, you got to change.
Which one is that?
Now I forgot what was it. I checked on the news.
There's always changing something because even with as much
Do
space
you
they have.
remember what it looks like?
I forgot which article was it when I read, but I forgot.
So you can't remember what the ride looked like or anything like that?
I don't know.
How recently was the article?
They've been trying to do stuff, like with Splash Mountain all the damn time.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we can't have this Song of the South. Well, they need to get over. They need to get over Song of the
Well,
South.
Splash Mountain is Splash Mountain.
I know Splash Mountain is one thing, but the other thing I'm talking about is I forgot what was it, but it's not Splash Mountain.
No, it has been rethemed to Tatiana's Bayou Adventure, which is the Princess the Frog.
Yeah, because not that a log ride make much sense as Song of the South either.
Yeah, even though Disney kind of left Song of the South as lost media until somebody recovered it.
Well, it's been available overseas for how long? You can get a laser disc in Japan, no problem at all. It's domestically where there's something.
Yeah.
Oh, we're sorry about that. Fuck you. Okay, that song, Zippity Doo won the Oscar for best song for a guy.
Yeah.
And no, it's not about slavery.
And people really
after the war, that was about Reconstruction.
Yeah.
You think if Uncle Remus was a slave, do you think he'd be free to leave?
No.
Exactly.
And I'm going to be honestly clear. They don't look carefully on the content. That's why.
Mm-hmm. And just knee-jerk reaction. I mean, Walt Disney tried, campaign. We'll try to push it. Hey, the guy who played Uncle Remus, he should be nominated for an Oscar.
Yeah.
And the personal friend of the family, his daughter said he was just Uncle James. He's all here all the time. and because the person he did eventually get an honorary Oscar.
Yeah,
Not, but
that's
it's
true. And you know,
and actually, if you ever actually watch Song of the South, it's a racist film. Have you watched it? All the assholes are white. Okay.
Yeah, it's very
black
very
characters are the good ones.
It's very true. And to be honest, these so-called liberals, like I say,
they're idiots.
They're basically rich and white, and they don't know very well. They don't even.
You know, it's the old meme. You know, shutting up the black. No, I'll be offended for you. Don't need to.
Yeah, it's like
Did I say
that.
I was offended, bitch?
even though they think I'm white, which I'm not actually white. I'm like mixed.
Oh no, there's
because I'm light skinned but mixed. The thing is, these people don't even know what race I am because I'm light skinned. Because even though there's a difference between light skin and white, of course.
I will say, because I'm, don't have a lot of use for organized religion these days, but the thing is, you need to have some kind of belief system in place, or you will fall for anything.
Yeah,
you will adopt that as it, no matter how psychotic it may be. So, I'm not sure how Christian I consider myself, but I'm kind of glad I was raised one. Okay.
Yeah, I'm kind of Christian Catholic myself, but like there's different.
Southern Baptist, but so I can look at it and I think, well, this is a lot of Bronze Age hooey going on for it, but it's like I think there's some. Again, look at the world today. There's some kind of evil force going here. So they're onto something here. Most religions do. And there is some kind of evil, good and evil force going on here. We need, and certain ones are evil.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be honestly clear. Like these people thinking, they're for the community, and yet they want to destroy their community to make it like theirs.
Well, I got people, queers for Palestine. They throw you off a building, right?
Yeah, it's true. And the thing is, my friend, he's Indonesian.
Feminist for Islam. Yeah, you want to be dressed as a hefty bag all day, and you show so much is more than here, they'll stone you. Come on,
And even though let's say this, some of my ancestors are Saudis, like my great grandfather.
Yeah,
he knows very well how in Saudi Arabia you can't like go out like you say they follow Sharia law. In Sharia law, you can't go out without a man.
Well, Saudi Arabia is trying to drag the culture kicking and screaming to at least the Victorian age. And the one thing about this little war going on, it's like and I don't refer to them as the Iranian. They're not Iranian.
Yeah.
Iran has been occupied for the past 47 years by a foreign. There's not an Islamic country, Zoroastrian for the most part.
Yeah,
Islam was imposed from outside, and it's an Arab ideology. They're not Arabs.
Yeah.
So I don't refer to them as the Iranian. It's the Islamist regime thing.
It's Islamist.
The fact that they're lashing out everywhere at other Arab countries.
That's why.
Okay, that's it. We're done with you.
That's why Muslims and Islamists are different, to be honest.
Yeah.
And
the only difference is how close do they follow it? Because one of the things when Andrew Sullivan was prosecutor case against the Blind Sheikh when they tried to blow up the World Trade Center.
Yeah.
And the argument they're going to go with is that it's a perversion of Islam, and then Maury Doug's. No, actually, this is straight unfiltered Islam as it's written down. He wasn't perverting it. He was following it to the letter. So
what when you're talking about, I don't know if this is the one you're talking about earlier, Shiny Eve, but soaring over California, that's going to be replaced with a newer version called
of course that one's talking about
Soaring Across America. That'll be the new film version for Soaring. So California, you're going to be soaring across America.
Because too much of California is a wasteland now.
Yeah, even though California, and the thing is, these people thinking, oh, vote blue, vote liberal. To be honest, not everyone will want that. But yeah, here's the thing: what's going on in California is like it's basically the CCP and these foreign influencers are the problem.
Well, they're overplaying the hand. It wasn't that long ago that California was, not a solid blue. It's not a solid blue state, but when I was out there, we had Republican governors.
Yeah.
I got there was George W. I followed it was Pete Wilson. It's like, and Ronald Reagan was governor of California, for God's sake.
Yeah.
I've been to like California before, like quite some time ago.
Yeah.
You know the TV series Full House?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was on the same hill and I was looking at the house.
Yeah.
In San Francisco.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
I also went to what is his name? I also went to see Alcatraz. That was pretty creepy.
Yeah.
I was told that I was not, I was since the employee that was giving tours inside the Alcatraz building told us we couldn't take any pictures in there.
That's kind of stupid.
Odd.
That's kind of weird because it was just empty cells that were like freaking creepy, but okay.
Yeah.
That's it. Because a friend of mine went on that tour. Did they say you couldn't take pictures?
I got a little souvenir, that
I heard a lot of great, a lot of interesting things about it. Yeah.
It's just a little miniature of the building that I have on my desk. But yeah, I wish I could take pictures, but I wasn't allowed to.
I mean, for crying out loud, The Rock was filmed at Alcatraz. Okay. We know what it looks like at Alcatraz. What's the big deal? I can't take pictures.
The Rock, speaking of Dwayne Johnson, I seen a thumbnail. I seen a thumbnail of him in this live action Moana movie.
Yeah, it's not going over well.
And I hear a lot of talking about the wig.
Yeah, but again, did you ever see the wrestling? Did you see the Samoans? The Samoan wrestlers back in the back in the 70s and stuff. That hair is not inaccurate. Okay.
Right.
If anything, it's a little tame compared to what the real hair looks like. Because they were the big.
Yeah, I would say the wig looks good though.
I imagine if there was a problem, The Rock would have. And again, these are cousins. Okay, he's related to them. And
I mean, he's also the
tattoos. That's what he's going for. Eventually, he's got one arm and and pec, but he eventually is going for the full shirt.
Right. I mean, he's also the foundation in Fortnite right now.
Yeah. No, I think the big argument though was mainly with the character of Moana. It's like, what'd you do to her hair? This should be curly, and she goes straight. And I think, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
So again, if anything, with The Rock, its character should be a lot curlier and bushier. Not like it was in the cartoon. In the cartoon version, it's like that.
I can't remember what was the first movie I saw him in. Because I always knew Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, as an actor. I didn't know he was a wrestler before.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I didn't find out till later.
He's third generation actually.
Yeah.
Let's see.
His grandfather, High Chief Peter Moavi, again, one of the Samoans, and then his father, Rocky Johnson.
So he began his earlier wrestling career in 1996. Oh wow!
When the football thing didn't quite work out, he played for I think he played for Florida State, somewhere in Florida, one of the schools in Florida. I think.
Yeah, and he really took off in in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
into stardom.
Mm-hmm. But it was Alex's first movie thing was
Let's see. I'm trying to look.
It was the
here.
Mummy, the second Mummy movie, the modern one.
I didn't remember that.
Yeah, and he had it was basically more of a cameo because the Scorpion King. They showed him briefly in the beginning, then they did a CGI version, which got all kinds of hell because it looked like crap.
Yes, I.
But then they did hey, let's do something, and they built a whole movie around the character of the Scorpion King.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because he was in the Mummy 2, then it became into the Scorpion King became into a movie.
Yeah,
that's why.
I remember seeing him. I haven't seen the movie, but I've seen the trailer for it. It's called The Game Plan, and he was in a football outfit.
Yeah, because he used to play football in college.
Yeah,
the football outfit. It's
going pro.
It follows a professional quarterback who finds out he has an 8-year-old daughter from a previous relationship. That's called The Game Plan, the movie. That's when I remember him seeing it. I didn't see the movie, but I seen the trailer of it.
Yeah. It's a real good one to check out.
For Race to Witch Mountain.
Yeah, they did a remake of Witch Mountain. He was on that. Yeah.
The Tooth Fairy.
That was probably a mistake.
Yeah, I think the first film I ever saw him in was, I think, The Fast Five.
I'll tell you a real good thing. If you don't want to go digging through old WWE videos, though, see him a little bit of his wrestling shtick. Is a movie Fighting with My Family. Florence Pugh, but it's a kind of a biopic about this one gal, lady wrestler coming up. Started off real low key wrestling stuff in England because wrestling's big over there, amateur wrestling, and then going into the pros and he's in it as himself. And they, she's there with her brother trying to do as a tag team. They pick her, they reject him because she's got talent and he's just going to be a ham and egg guy, and he doesn't have the talent that he carries. He's just wound up injured, and no, we're saving you. Trust me on that.
You know what?
He became a very successful wrestler, But there's a bit where they're talking, backstage, and he unleashes a little bit of the thing. Well, what do you think? Well, I think it doesn't matter what you think. You got to matter, and just rattling off things.
Right. Yeah. You know what? I haven't seen the Tooth Fairy movie with Dwayne The Rock Johnson, but it does remind me of this old movie that I have seen.
Yeah.
See, the Tooth Fairy was 2010. It just reminded me of this old movie that I haven't seen. I've seen it before, but I haven't, watched it for quite some time.
Yeah.
It was a Disney movie called Toothless, starring Kirstie Alley. That was 1997. I remember watching this movie.
Yeah.
It's a heartwarming tale about a dentist who is killed in an accident but is not allowed into heaven until she can show some human compassion. And then she is appointed to serve as the Tooth Fairy and soon encounters a boy in desperate need of a family. I remember those old Disney movies that you saw on TV. Let's see.
Yeah, I think when our situation finally stabilizes and I'm in a better mood, because I've got the foundation skin in Fortnite. I drag him out, and I think I'll study up on some of the rocks.
Yeah, Disney Channel movies.
Yeah, I used to like Disney Channel, but I stopped watching it because I didn't like the content.
Yeah.
Later on, it became more stale and boring.
Let's see. Here they are.
And the thing is, Disney Channel material kind of did ruin Disney itself.
Well, they're wrong people got in charge and they run Disney into the dirt. Yeah, I get the point. It's like there'll be a lot of, it's like, know your role.
Here we are. Under Wraps, the 1997 version. Halloween Town, favorite. Xeon Girl of the 21st Century. The 14th Year, remember that one. Smart House. How do you feel a smart house taking you as hostage in your own home?
Actually, I think they did that pretty good in a Daffy Duck and Porky Pig cartoon.
Johnny Tsunami.
Don't push that button.
Don't Look Under the Bed. Horse Sense. Phantom of the Megaplex.
Oh boy.
Xeon the sequel. Motocross. Look at the Irish. Hounded. Oh, my number seeing this guy everywhere. Jet Jackson the movie. At one point. Halloween Town 2, Calabar's Revenge. Scream Team. The Cheetah Girls. Of course, Even Stevens, the movie. Xeon Z3. Halloween Town High. Twitches. And then High School Musical, which I didn't really watch.
Yeah, High School Musical, that's when Disney went to downfall.
Well, that's probably the beginning of the end. This is kind of cheesy, but Disney does cheese.
Cheetah Girls 2, Return to Halloween Town. Johnny Capalea Back on Board. Then Twitches 2. And then after that, I kind of checked out.
I mean, actually, they've been doing the cheesy, kiddie drama, since the 50s. Spin and Marty, look that up sometime.
Yeah, I kind of checked out after that. To be honest,
50s, Mickey Mouse Club, they would do this.
I know they did a remake of Under Wraps, which is there was. That was in 2001, and they did another one in 2022 called Under Wraps 2. But I like the 1997 version better because I grew up with it.
Yeah.
I would say all the way up to 1997, all the way up to all the way up to 2007. And after that, I just checked out. I wouldn't mind checking out this. I wouldn't mind checking out the remake of Under Wraps. I wouldn't mind checking out the remake of Under Wraps, the 2021 version, and see how that is, and then I'll check out the Under Wraps 2 one, but the original one is always going to be my favorite. I don't think they're still doing. Are they still doing that? Oh yeah, they're still doing Disney Channel movies. The last one was last year called Zombies 4: Dawn of the Vampires.
Okay, that's why Disney Channel is just trash, to be honest.
What was that? What's it called? A Little Vampire movie? I remember seeing that some time ago. The Little Vampire. Yes, that was a
Mhm.
2000 movie. Jonathan Lipnicki.
Mhm.
He's been
Oh God, he never heard that name in a while.
in a lot of like movies, like
Mhm.
Dr. Dolittle, Stuart
Yeah.
Little.
Yeah.
He's one of these kid actors that was big for a
Of
while.
course,
There.
the little vampire.
Mhm.
Like Mike with Little Bow Wow.
Mhm.
And after that, he just kind of dropped off. I heard that we lost an actor
Yeah. We know Chuck Norris is one of them.
a couple days ago. James Tolkien. He was the guy in,
Oh yeah.
in Top Gun and the Back to the Future
Yeah.
movies.
Mhm.
Yeah. 94 years old.
Damn.
Live a heck of a good life. R.A.P. Thank you for the memories and the films.
Yeah.
I always remember him as the bald guy on the desk at the Top Gun movie, just giving
Yeah, it's like I
the
can't believe I'm
Tom
doing.
Cruise
I'm have to give you two
absolute-
buckles, your dream
absolute
shot.
shit.
It's like, yeah.
It's just giving the Tom Cruise character shit.
What you did, Maverick, was a very brave thing. What you should have done was land your plane. You don't own that plane; the taxpayers do.
Yeah, good, good movie.
Yeah.
I kind of I had to get to Rome to see Top Gun 2: The Maverick.
I have it, but I haven't watched it yet. Yeah,
I didn't get around to that.
I think a big chunk of what sold Tom Cruise. You had to fly your Mustang in part of it. Again, we'll put a camera and you
See,
fly it yourself.
Top Gun and
Because he owns a P-51 Mustang himself.
the original Top Gun was like released in 1986.
Oh yeah, I was in.
Top Gun 2: Maverick was released in 2022.
No, I saw Top Gun. It was in the Air Force on the base theater. What was rather surprising, there were some actual officers sitting in front of us, and they were confused. How come they're calling him lieutenant? He's wearing captain's bars. Like, okay, did they not cover the difference between Navy and Air Force ranks in the?
I was thinking.
Did you go to ROTC Academy or no? What? It's a pay grade thing. If anything, okay.
Honestly, they didn't, so that's a mistake.
They were idiots. Okay, again.
Whoopsies.
Hard for me. Sorry to speak ill of officers, but yeah, a Navy lieutenant is the same as an Air Force captain. Okay, it's still an 03. For God's sakes, brush up.
I mean, I guess it could possibly digitally edit it that badge. If
no, it was accurate. No, he was lieutenant, but it's like again, the officer's like, "Hey,
whoops,
look it up." God damn it! They should have covered this in whatever officer school you went to. If you guys were academy, it's like, oh my God, this is mid '80s.
Yep. Sounds like the Lord of the Rings is gonna be see the Hunt for Gollum for the Lord of the Rings is coming out next year.
We're wondering why.
And then there's going to be another film coming out after that.
We're all hoping that the whole thing with Stephen Colbert right now. Please tell me this is the wind up for an April Fool's joke.
I was announced that Stephen Colbert is going to be in charge of the script. And I'm like, well, this is going to be a dumpster fire of a movie.
Yeah. I mean, I will grant a little bit of the benefit of the doubt because Stephen Colbert is a huge Lord of the Rings fan. He managed to get
I understand that, and he says his son was a screenwriter as well. But
and he hooked up because he did a cameo in the one of the movies as I think it was in The Hobbit.
A lot of people don't really have much confidence with it
because he's damaged his own brand so badly. It's like we don't want anything.
Yeah, and now he's going to do Lord of the Rings. People are saying, hell no.
Yeah, that's why Alon's like, please tell me this is an April Fool's joke with a long wind up. Okay.
I don't really think it's an April Fool's joke.
Yeah, I know. Wouldn't be completely out of character though. It's like, or these things that okay, this is going over like a lead balloon, Stephen. We may have to.
Well, I guess just what I have to see if.
Well, take your notes and pass on to someone else, but you're out. Okay.
I guess we'll have to see it if it's faithful to the Tolkien lore.
Yeah.
But if it's like the same Hollywood crap in it, then I'm not really going to count it as part of the Lord of the Rings stories.
Well, again, I think I'm giving him a lot of benefit out because I know he's a huge Tolkien fan.
Yeah.
And if something leaks out, and again, okay, but he's got a lot of sucking up to do because he's pissed off so much of the mass audience. It's like the reason why his show was canceled. Okay, his ratings were in free fall. Okay,
and that's why people are saying, "Heck no." But I guess only time will tell.
Yeah, we shall see. These things take years to make anyway.
So
crank out next week.
I'm just excited to see this for the Hunt for Golan movie. That's coming out.
Andy Serkis is directing
year. That'll be December of 2027.
It's based on a couple of paragraphs in one of the books. You're building an entire movie on this.
Of course, we're gonna see Ian McKellen and Elijah Wood, and of course, Gollum is Andy Serkis.
Yeah.
But I am hoping that Viggo Mortensen as Aragorn will be in the film. I heard.
Well, I don't know how he would be.
He might be replaced with another actor. I'm really hoping that's not the case because we have the technology to de-age him in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think Aragorn's really part of the story in this case, though. So.
Even though Aragorn didn't have any sequels after that because he didn't make enough sales and everything.
His story was all in the main 3 books.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. That probably wouldn't go over well to stick him in because, why are you here? It barely made sense to have Eolus show up, in The Hobbit. All the elves were there, so yeah.
Speaking of movies, have you guys seen the HBO Harry Potter trailer?
Bit. I think I saw the trailer, and it's like.
And no one's talking about the movie. Everyone is talking about the.
Yeah, the 2 seconds of Black Snape. Yeah,
Severus Snape, who's been race swapped. That's all everyone's talking about, not the actual trailer for the upcoming movie itself.
It's a pointless virtue signal, and I didn't think it out because, okay, on the surface level, all right, you have now made the primary villain in the story a black guy, kind of stalking a white girl back in the day, and he's the bad guy. It's like, you really want to go there? And then take it further, you made James and Lily Potter racist, and all the other people, because now they're picking on the black kid.
It's just
what the hell are you thinking?
It's just very uncomfortable.
It's it's really just and setting things back.
I'm
'Cause
like, I
you're
don't
trying to
really-
represent black as making the villain the black guy.
Yeah, it's kind of make no
For Christ's
sense.
sake, there's 100 other characters in that story you could have done that with. Nobody really would have cared so much.
Yeah.
But the fact you make one also, the character of Snape was written with Alan Rickman in mind.
I mean,
When J.K. Rowling was writing the story, she was thinking Alan Rickman when the way she described him.
Like, to be honest, I wouldn't mind a African American Snape as long as it's done right.
Well, British,
but I understand that that people are like, to this.
Yeah. Well, things by doing that, you're
different
introducing a racial,
creative
you're making it a
direction.
racial, matter because you are going that way. So that
I understand what people think differently because they think it's not really respecting the lore.
No, they could have made Dumbledore black. It wouldn't have been a problem.
Of the books, and from what I'm hearing, it was supposed to be closely to the books.
And then the
fans
books
feel like they're
Snape
not
is very.
gonna.
The
and-
books
and
describe the books describe Snape as white, very pale and waxy, looking like
Right, that's what they told the fans. It's going to be closely to the books, but now you're coming out with a different direction in mind to the fans.
Yeah,
a lot of fans are not going to be really happy with that. I mean, I don't really mind if they're going with with an African American Severus Snape, as long as it's done well. But I understand why a lot of fans are not pleased with the direction they're going. With.
It's British, this case, not African American.
Yeah.
Just say black. Black is fine. We've gotten so ridiculous in the thing. But it's like I said, but because you're dealing with the villain of the piece, it's like now and the reaction to the backstory thing. Now you suddenly make a lot of characters racist that weren't before. And just from the surface level, you made the black, the race, the main villain a black guy. That's not exactly uplifting to, for race relations here.
See, I have.
It was a major quibble when they kind of race swapped Hermione, because again in the books she's described as very white
with tan skin.
But because it's they made her kind of mixed race, but it's like. That's a minor thing for them all considered because Hermione's still one of the heroes there. They could have made one of the other professors like McGonagall, Dumbledore, all Hagrid for God's sake. Been a big old Jamaican Samoa, that would have been fine. But they're all heroic characters in there. Snape is like no. That's the best casting they could have done was get Adam Driver. He would have been perfect, or. Benedict Cumberbatch. You'd have to deal with the fact that he does a very good Alan Rickman impression.
Well, he was.
He'd be doing Rickman throughout the entire film.
I thought he was good as Smaug the Dragon in the Lord of the Rings movie.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh yeah. There'd be dragons.
Oh, Benedict Cumberbatch is a huge geek. Okay. He'll break into a Jar Jar.
Also, Henry Cavill. He's also a huge geek as well.
Oh God, yeah.
Speaking of
That's
which,
the only hope Highlander has the fact they got him. But
when is that Highlander movie supposed to come out?
I don't know because I'm still thinking, even Henry Cavill notwithstanding, why? Like I said, remember some accident. Don't remake the good ones. Leave them alone. They got it right the first time.
Yeah.
Okay. Bad movies, knock yourself out. Okay.
Yeah.
See if you can do a better job than the last one. But the good movies, leave them alone for Christ's sake.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real on this. That how, let's say with the Harry Potter movies, they kind of missed out most of the chapters, including characters they didn't mention. So if they're gonna make the Harry Potter TV series, they have to follow by the book anyway.
Well, one of the arguments of the Harry Potter TV series, in fact, they can do a lot of stuff they left out of the books when they did the movies because they only got 2 hours. You can't do all this stuff, but they could expand on in the TV series, stretch it out. That was the argument. But the thing is, when they race swapping Snape is like no one cares. because there's certain things that you crossed the line. You've done something stupid, you know.
Well,
Okay.
And it's distracting from everything else they're doing. I mean, John Lithgow is Dumbledore. That's great.
And these people thinking, it's woke, and then they complain about, and then they say, oh, you complain about it's woke, and then the way, like, it's getting to the point that, like, look, when you see something wrong, it's better to laugh at it and don't complain about it. You know,
it's a clear case of stupid virtue signaling. You know, we got to get a black one to that. Why?
Yeah.
For one thing, why in the first place? Because it is a quintessentially British story.
Yeah, it is a British story.
It's almost an entirely English, British cast in the movies there. Maggie Smith, Richard Harris played Dumbledore first time. Robbie Coltrane is no slouch. I'm
Maggie
surprised
Smith
Helen
is
Mirren wasn't
really
there.
good. I love
Yeah.
Maggie Smith as
Yeah.
Professor McGonagall.
John Cleese was nearly headless Nick. Come on.
Even though if
But
I
it's like-
were
it was
like this,
it's a modern British mythology, and these idiots are claiming there's no black people in Dunkirk. There were no black people in Dunkirk.
yeah,
It was the British army against the Germans.
What about
There's
Thomas?
not a lot of black folks there. Okay, it's northern France. No.
Well, wait a minute. What
For
about
fuck's sake.
Thomas?
Hmm?
What about Thomas? One of the students in the movie. We've seen him in there.
Inserted for the sake of getting the people to shut up. I guarantee. In the actual evacuation of Dunkirk, no black
Well,
folks.
here's the thing is, like, here's the thing.
Same thing. Black people built Stonehenge. No, they didn't.
I used to have a Harry Potter card, which is the wizard character Dean Thomas, which is hollow, but I look at it as white. But when you see the movie, it's black,
Yeah.
and I don't get it.
I
I found it.
Stuff to like some Viking stories, like a Viking warlord, very much a Viking. And for the Netflix version, it's a black woman. It's like,
I found it.
have you been to Scandinavia? Okay.
I found
God
it.
damn
So, Highlander. See, filming began in early 2026 because of production delays.
Yeah.
So, it will be released either next year which is 2027 or 2028.
Yeah.
So interesting.
No,
I haven't seen all of it. I've only seen 2 of the Highlander movies. I think there's 4, isn't there?
Well, let's see. You had the original one. I recommend either, I don't know what you call it, director's cut now, but the European cut, because there's some key stuff that for some reason they cut it out of the American version, but it explains so much.
Black.
Let's see, the Highlander from 1986.
Yeah.
Then you got Highlander 2: The Quickening, which is
that's one that's best not discussed. That was a disaster.
And
1991 movie.
And that's
that was the 1981 movie.
Yeah.
And then we have Highlander 3, The Sorcerer.
Yeah, that one kind of tried to, let's ignore 2. Let's try and get that.
All right. As I realized the timeline of the Harry Potter series, well, it took place in the 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah, Highlander 3, The Sorcerer, 1994. And the last one was Highlander Endgame. It came out in the year 2000.
That's when they were tying it into the TV show.
So yeah, there was exactly
so I get this 4. In before Christopher Lambert gets too old to play Connor.
And then wait, hold on a minute. There was a Highlander: The Search for Vengeance, which it was an animated film from the year 2007. So 4 live action movies and 1 animation movie.
Some properties just really don't lend themselves well.
I only seen the first 2. I haven't seen the rest of the films.
Like I said, the version of the first one you saw, did it have the scene in Nazi Germany?
I don't remember. It's been quite some time since I've
seen
the
American version. They cut that out. We had to see it in town, or as a home video on someone's house because it was in England. But it's like suddenly the scene pops up where it's like they where he first finds Rachel. As a little kid in a bombed out factory, and they come across the German, German officer. He blows him, he shoots Connor with a machine gun. He goes down. But as he's on top of Rachel, he wakes back up. Hey, you're in highway number 11. Hey, it's a kind of magic.
No, wait.
That plays in later when he's leaving.
Who was the
And then the guy comes up, he grabs the gun. My God! He starts screaming, "Hey, what do you say, Maker? The master race blows him away." Great scene.
Who was the? Oh.
I was like, without that thing, then it's like he said when he's getting the elevator to go fight Kurgan, he tells Ray it's a kind of magic. It moves the callback. Oh, at that point is he's referencing a Queen song.
For Kurgan. Who was the Kurgan?
Oh, well, originally it's Clancy Brown. But now they got Dave Bautista.
Brown?
Yeah. And with Clancy Brown saying they didn't pay him anything, pretty much. It's like,
oh my gosh. Clancy Brown.
Oh, and he owned that part.
I know him as, let's see. I know him.
Well, that's kind of his.
He was in Shawshank Redemption as the prison officer.
Yeah, I played one of the guards.
One of the guards.
He was in Buckaroo Banzai. He was Rawhide, I think. He's also the voice of Mr. Krabs.
Mr. Krabs, yes. But I also know him as Lex Luthor of the Justice League.
The voice of Lex Luthor.
He was great in that one. But I've seen him in other TV
he was the Kurgan
shows. Like he was, I believe. What was it? I believe he was. Let's see. Yeah, he was like. Justice League.
It was a short-lived sci-fi series. It was on New Earth 2 or something.
That's not the one I'm thinking. Come on. Justice League. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's not the one I'm looking for. Where is it? Come on. I know you're there. Yes, he was in Star Wars Rebels and some other Star Wars TV series.
Okay.
He was writer Azadi. That I remember.
Like in the first Highlander movie, in the back alley fight where he kills Castigator, one of the other immortals, and the survivalist guy with a gun, after
TV show?
open the entire magazine and the thing, and then you get the sword just shoved right through him for his, then throws the old guy in the car, gets in the car, and the old lady's in there. They're Mom, boom, and then just.
Which TV show was it?
The big thing with with Kurgan, the way Clancy Brown was playing was just the sense of humor. It's the same thing with like Freddy Krueger, just the humor in there. Like he was confronting.
Oh yeah, he was in Ahsoka.
The
live action one.
Okay. I haven't seen
Yeah,
that. Mm-hmm.
I've seen it. I where that reminds me is what is season 2 still in play or no? It's expected to release on Disney Plus in late 2026 or early 2027.
Did I download Ahsoka?
Because season 1 came out what? Came out 2023. So it's been some time.
Let's see. Star Wars. Ahsoka.
So it's been like 3 years.
I downloaded at least 8 episodes first season. I don't know how long the whole thing was. I've yet to watch them though.
Let's see, is this reschedule? CC.
Like I never have finished watching Mandalorian either from there because
It says late 2026. So late this year, I guess. Not really sure. It could be like late fall, early summer kind of timeline.
well, management's been kind of in flux lately.
So it could be like, yeah, I would say like late summer, early fall timeline. I'm guessing.
And as soon as Dave Filoni is finished, picking out curtains for his office.
And I believe
it's not a hallway. I'm in charge now. I'm in charge now. Okay,
X-Men 97 TV show.
What?
That's supposed to come out too. Yeah. X-Men 97 came out in 2024, which is like 2 years ago.
Hold on. Go deal with the wife here. Hold on.
And season 2 is supposed to come out.
And it's Icon Hour.
In the summer of 2026? Okay.
Oh, Lord.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I'm just playing with Yu-Gi-Oh while you guys chatting,
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
All right. Load up. Okay.
Welcome back.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
I'm looking forward to watch that X-Men 97 animated series of season 2 coming out this summer.
Huh.
Because the first season came out in 2024.
I'm kind of iffy about that anyway.
So that was like 2 years ago.
It's basically a sequel. It's when, let's say this, when Professor Xavier died, Magneto took over.
Yeah. Can't wait for watch season 2.
I'm kind of lukewarm on the whole thing because when seeing the side-by-side comparison, they did a better job in 97 or 96, really. It's like, what happens when he loses the skill set here, where you can't animate as well as they did 30 years ago? The hell, I'll tell you one thing: that when they finally get around doing an X-Men movie, they better bring in the theme tune from the cartoon.
Yeah,
because that is still the best thing. I guarantee anybody who's you heard about this, you got it going through your head right now. I guarantee you. Okay. Still got to get that victory umbrella in Fortnite.
Yeah,
in Battle Royale.
In Battle Royale, the umbrella. So yeah, I'm gonna head over there just as soon as we wrap up here.
Yeah. I already done playing some Yu-Gi-Oh to get some dailies for now, but I'm still checking the quests I had to do.
I probably will log into Fortnite this Wednesday. But I know for sure I'll be on Friday, though.
Yeah. Well, I didn't do it all yesterday. I don't know.
I was planning to do it yesterday, but I was just so out of it. I'm like, I just can't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though I try to play Fortnite, but I didn't like it when it comes by. Well, I rarely play it, to be honest.
Well, like I said, if we get in a better situation where I feel a little better situation, I'm do a little thing and pretty soon, can you smell what the Rock is cooking?
Yeah.
Finally, the Rock has returned to Fortnite. Well, the word jabroni will be thrown out a lot too. We're going to take this AR and shove it up your candy ass. Okay. Yeah.
I've been thinking of after July, I've been thinking if getting those one of the old CRT TVs. If I can get my hands on one.
That's up to you. I don't know.
Well, for me, I think I'm gonna pay off my loans, and I have to pay off my artists as well, because I have to do is make at least $1,200 in 3 months, so it wouldn't be that hard.
I'm trying to get hold of something to take out.
Well, I'm thinking of going to I don't know.
We're gonna need some
money. either like a retro game shop or like a thrift store.
Yeah.
I'm able to find one.
Well, if that's what you need the old TV for,
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because I do want to do some I do have like retro consoles, but they're not really best for like flat screen TVs.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
And I know I have a GameCube, but the adapter, it costs a lot, to be honest.
Well, I think if you get an old TV, you don't need an adapter. It's just
I don't even have an old TV, and the CRT flat screens, they don't have any around where I am.
CRTs are not flat screen. That's an old picture tube. Cathode ray tube.
Yeah. I'm talking about like plasma screen, plasma.
The only thing I got left with a CRT is an old first generation iMac I have in storage.
Yeah.
And I just have it just because, hey, it's up to a store. Yeah, okay. They had the keyboard sitting around. Okay, yeah, got the whole thing now. All right. What the hell am I going to do with it? I don't know. Oh, and the Hercules set is now in the shop.
Yeah.
Hercules, Megara, and
Hercules,
Hades.
Meg, and Hades from the
Yep.
Disney animated movies in the shop in Fortnite. I know Toy Stories and Ben 10 were supposed to come soon.
Yeah. The Toy Story skin is going to be Buzz, Woody, and Zurg.
Mm-hmm.
You got plenty of opportunities for sidekicks too. Slinky Dog, Mr. Potato Head. That would only be worth it though if they managed to get a lot of Don Rickles lines in there. And I'm firing up Fortnite right now so we can get a look at the shop at least. I'm not going to start the game for a while yet. But we got one viewer on X. Nope. Nope, on YouTube. Let's go and get this in here. Like I said, I'll do a Fortnite stream after this as a separate stream. This is already 2.5 hours, so.
That's fine.
Yeah. But I want to get in here and gotta look at the shop. See the other thing there I want to take a lunge at here. I still got some bucks in PayPal. I could throw at this.
The bundle for the bundle for the Hercules one I saw is like 4,000 V-Bucks.
Hate when they do that.
And I'm like, that is just way too much.
And I bet the individual skins are,
Yeah.
Well, we'll find out in a minute here once this thing finally boots up.
Yeah. Like, somebody needs to make a beat up Cockabird game, to be honest.
Well, right now. On occasion, I'll put up, my library page on the launchers. Yeah, I got all these games lined up. But I'm not going to bother even installing half this shit until we get a better system. Because I'm lucky this thing runs Fortnite halfway to a. And half the Fallout games, a lot of those, I think the first two of them are side scrolls. And I would uninstall them. Let's see. Go and call that up here.
do the usual down here.
Even though I hate Kubrick, to be honest,
Mm-hmm.
because I want him, off this planet or off this universe.
Yikes.
Yeah, it's let's not promote anything here that might be get us all in legal trouble.
I'm not saying illegal.
Mhm.
I'm saying I want him somehow,
Hmm. Whoops. Get back here. We don't need to see the launcher. Come on. All right. No, I like to stay true to the character skin that I'm playing here. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it just makes it a little more special to me. Okay, at some point it's going to load. Yeah. Cursor's showing up on the plate. It's not showing up on the main screen I'm looking at right now. So there we go. There it is.
That's weird.
It's a bizarre thing. I'm going to go big for a second here. All right. Whoops.
Right.
Nope, I'm stuck on that. Okay. Never mind.
Whoopsies.
Yeah. There we go. I think, I'm still doing Daffy here. No, they're doing the, running with, with Wes Cagle doing bugs. It's like, I like Fly with the Daffy. Oh, you're. Come on, let me see the shop. Okay. So yeah, we got 4,000 for the lot, or 1,500 each. Whoop, there we go. And a couple of jam tracks, and you're not going to look at that. Well, let's go ahead and look at the bundle here. Just go through them in turn. Come on, let's see it. Can you stop doing that? Come on. Okay, let me see everything. I hate when it does this sort of thing. Yeah, there we go. Oh God, Snoop is back. Let's just say the behavior of the players usually running a Snoop Dogg skin. It's like, I'm not impressed. Then we got what would be nice is if they had an internet style of them as Duck Dodgers, with the emo Duck Dodgers in the 24th and a half century. I'm not sure how they could work in Marvin without doing some. I'd have to put him in a mech suit. Otherwise, I have to stretch his limbs ridiculously. And okay, more anime I'm not familiar with.
And then, of course, we got your Easter skins here. And Game of Thrones still hanging in here. Leaving today, though. Well, they'll be back. I got a dragon.
Someone surrendered because they didn't want to get KO'd by me, of course.
And then we got the Cyberpunk stuff. So basically, Keanu Reeves has 2 skins in this game now.
Keanu Reeves, really?
Yeah, we got this guy, and then we got the John Wick skin. Which really was kind of a response because they had basically a John Wick ripoff skin for a while. And then he shows up. No, now we actually have John Wick. And we got that and that and one in here and
yeah.
Yes, a VTuber now has an icon skin.
Which VTuber? Oh,
yeah.
It's an eye.
Mm-hmm.
The HoloLive VTuber.
Mm-hmm.
Who I was about to meet her,
And
but
then-
she's. Oh yeah, the baseball player.
Yeah, Dodgers pitcher. Yeah. And then the stuff we got to pay real money for eventually here. There we go.
Yeah.
Let's get back up there. Let's see if I can actually get something to click on here.
You know, it's funny how they say, "Oh, that guy from Fortnite," like for everything, or that character from Fortnite.
Come on, damn it, let me look at it. Little shit.
Yeah.
It's not letting me load anything. And well, also get the banner out of the way.
The game's called Yeet Quest.
Well, I see it there. Yeah, the supporter creator guy. I am pushing Tabor Time because he does the YouTube channel to support his daughter's medical issues.
Yeah.
He got spina bifida and he got like 30 surgeries. She's not even 9 years old yet. Come on. Let me show off some stuff. What the hell? Come on. This is a good emote. This guy, he's a big old long thing. It's like, bend the sword and then throw up the shield and there's an H. And then he just by flicking the sword out, straightens it. Come on. I think Hades also is a pretty good one. But it won't let me show it. What the hell? Come on. Let's back out here. Let's go through all this over here. So try going in this way. Now we're getting somewhere, I think. Yeah. No, it's cool. It's fine. Okay. Better if they could have gotten Jimmy Wood's voice, but I imagine it's like, no, that's going to cost extra. But this one here. That'd be a fun one. They didn't give Meg one, though. Yeah. She's definitely got the attitude. But yeah. That's what's in Fortnite now. Who's on? Okay, Wes Cagel's on. Gen X now.
Cool.
So I'll just have that on the side for a while. Oh. Might fix dinner first, but yeah, I think we're running out of discussion topics for now.
Yeah.
So,
I am. I'm gonna get some dinner to eat, and then I'm going to go to bed. I have to go early in the morning.
yeah. This weekend.
Well, not too early.
This
Like
past
8
week
o'clock.
felt like this past weekend feels like a damn month. I think dealing with this eviction thing, which we lost, so we got to
And
clear out.
I would say for the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be very, extremely busy.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to like kick back and relax as much as I can before then.
Okay, this is weird. Another weird account's like promoting it. Maybe it may look true, but end up becoming promoting a no F page or something. Thing is, I don't fall for something like that, to be honest.
Well, I think on that note, hopefully next week we'll be able to put on anime will be back in better sorts, so we can get a whole gang together and do a big old
And
show.
Rosetta.
And Rosetta, yeah. I mean, at least I managed to get the intro. So,
Yep.
but on that note, again, I'm going to be off for a bit just to get some dinner on me, and then I'll get back on here with a Fortnite stream because I already got the game set up. No, yeah. So with that,
So we end the stream?
Yeah, I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, we'll talk later.
Have fun.